Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to another testing hot new makeup video. I have been waiting all day to film this video. It is currently 3:30 in the afternoon. I never film this time of day, but my Sephora order that usually arrives in the morning, every time I've ever ordered from Sephora, my package always gets dropped off around 11 o'clock in the morning. But of course today, when I'm wanting to film, FedEx shows up at 3:30. I actually had to put the contents of this box into the refrigerator. As many, if not most of you know, I live in Las Vegas and it is very hot here in the summertime. So ordering any makeup through the mail this time of year is somewhat risky. I ordered the new Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Bronzer. I ordered one of the new blush sticks. I also ordered the new Patrick Ta Brow Lamination Gel, Major Brow Lamination Gel, because I have an addiction to brow products. And even though I love, love, love my Ulta Brow Tint, I do want to see how this one works as well, or in comparison. So those things are currently in the refrigerator. So I'm going to start with, this is just an empty box. I am going to start with what I purchased at Ulta. Here I picked up the newly reformulated Maybelline Superstay 30-hour liquid foundation. If 24-hour wear was not long enough for you, you can now, presumably, get 30 hours of wear with this new formula. Who's wearing their foundation for 30 hours? I have no idea. Certainly not me. But I am eager to try the new reformulation. I liked the old one. It wasn't my favorite full coverage foundation, but it was good. And I just thought, why not? It's new. People are talking about it. Let's give it a try. And then I also picked up, these are not new. I think they came out back in April maybe. They are the Bare Minerals Mineralist Lip Gloss Balm. And then I also purchased this, which I think is new. It was on a new display. It is the Buxom Powerline Plumping Lip Liner. And I picked up Hush Hush Henna. And then finally, I purchased from Macy's because Ulta didn't have it in store yet. This is the Urban Decay Naked 3 Mini Eyeshadow Palette. And I will show you a closer look of everything as I use it. So let's get started. Oh, I almost forgot to mention, I also have a few shades of the newly reformulated Urban Decay Vice lipsticks that I'll be showing towards the end of the video when we get to the lip portion. So because this Maybelline Superstay is a long wearing foundation, I am going to test that out by not wearing any primer underneath. I'm just going to go right in with my Stands Out makeup sponge. The shade I purchased is 220 Natural Beige. I do like that it has a yellow undertone that is neutralizing the redness on my face. The coverage seems the same as the original. I do like the way this is looking. It's blending easily. It really did a nice job of minimizing my pores, and I do not recall the other formula doing that, smoothing my pores the way this one is. So it's definitely a little bit dark for me, but if I self-tan tonight, this will work perfectly tomorrow. Holy moly, this looks good. Ooh. It's such a good feeling to try a new foundation and have it perform this well. So often I'm let down by new foundations, but this is nice. I mean, of course I have to see what it looks like in 3 hours and 6 hours and 9 hours. But sorry, as I said in the beginning, I'm not wearing this for 30 hours. I'm sure someone will. Someone will do the 30-hour wear test. it's just not going to be me. Okay, I don't have a new concealer to try, so I'm just going to quickly apply my Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I'm using the shade Vanilla. All right, so the Patrick Ta lamination gel is still in the refrigerator cooling down, as is the cream bronzer and the blush. So I am going to do my brows using this Charlotte Tilbury Brow Cheat pencil. And then from the videos I've seen, that's when I'm supposed to use the lamination gel, after I've applied my brow product. And then for people who don't really need any filling in of the brows, if you already have perfect brows, and yes, those people do exist. I have seen several people that have just perfect brows that do not need any filling in. You can just use that lamination gel on its own, but I need some filling in. All right, so my brows are filled in with the pencil. In a few minutes, I'll be able to go to the refrigerator and get out the rest of the products. But while we wait, I am going to move on to eyes. I'm excited about this palette because I don't use a lot of cooler toned shadows. And whenever I do, why can't I open this box? Whenever I wear cool tones, I receive so many compliments from you guys, from the viewers, telling me that I should definitely wear cooler tones more often. And I can't say I disagree. When I look back at those videos or photos where I'm wearing cool toned shadows, I too feel like maybe they are more flattering. I'm just going to start with a flat shader brush and go into the shade Glassy. And I'm going to pop that underneath my brow. Oh, it has shimmer to it. I have not even swatched this palette. And then through my crease, I am going to take a combination of Laced Up and Right Time. Laced Up and Right Time. I'm just going to dip my brush into both of those and run that through my crease and sort of all over the lid as well. Okay, now I'm going to take the shade Spiced and apply that on the outer corners. I'm just doing my traditional eyeshadow look that I do all the time, pretty much. I just find this is most flattering to my eye shape. And don't worry if you get shadow lower than you want to, because you can just clean it up. I'm going to clean this up after. I just feel like putting this darker color on the outer corner of my eye and then sort of angling it up lifts my entire eye. Because as you can see, my eye curves down. And then I'm going to take the first brush I used and sort of buff that out so there's no harsh edges. I probably should tell you how these colors are going on and how they're blending. They're nice. I'm getting a good amount of pigment. They are blending very easily. I am making little circles and then sort of bringing it in towards my nose. And then I'm going back and blending. And now I'm taking a little bit of the concealer I used and a synthetic brush and just angling up the eyeshadow. Now you can do it this way, or you can just take a Q-tip and clean off anything that's gone lower than you intended. I just personally like the look that this gives. I feel like it also, in addition to keeping the shadow higher up and angled upward, I think doing this also helps to keep my eyes looking lifted versus downturned. And then what I do, or what I'm going to do, is take this Stila brush number 28, go into a combination of Nighttime and Spiced. And I'm going to run that along my lower lash lines, meeting up with that angle. Okay, now I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to go into Public. I'm going to press that on my lid. Ooh, that's pretty. That is pretty. I would describe the shade as a very, very light rose gold. It's like a dusty rose, but with a hint of sheen. I think it's gold. I think it's a gold sheen. And I'm actually going to take that same color, Public, and put it in my tear ducts as well. So I'm bringing it all around here. It's on my lid and in my tear ducts. So now I'm going back in with Right Time and Laced Up, the two I combined for the crease, adding a little bit more. And then going back in, once again with Spiced, the deep plummy shade, purpley plummy shade. I'm just really focusing this on the outer corners, but trying to keep it in the lines of the angle I created. So far, I am absolutely loving the foundation and the eyeshadow palette. I am going to apply a little liquid eyeliner and mascara, and then go down and get the rest of the products that we need for this look. Okay, I applied a little winged eyeliner and mascara. Then I added these Faux Mink lashes from Ardell, number 817. I cut them in half and apply them to the outer corners. So now, moving on to the ABH bronzer, I purchased the shade Amber. I like the packaging. I like this sort of matte mocha shade. I'm going to use my favorite brush for cream bronzing or cream contouring, which is this IT Cosmetics brush, Heavenly Luxe Complexion Brush, number 7. And so I am going to bronze up my skin with this. This does remind me a lot of the limited edition NARS Laguna cream bronzer. This one's a little bit lighter. At least it seems to be a little bit lighter. I do have the NARS cream bronzer, so I will do a side-by-side comparison. Okay, I like the way my skin is looking. I'm not super ecstatic about this cream bronzer. I have other cream bronzers and cream contour products that I like just the same, if not more. But then again, I've only used this one time. And now for the blush, I purchased the Anastasia Stick Blush in the shade Peachy Keen. And I am going to be draping my blush. I don't know if you saw my video from the other day where I tested out a viral facelifting blush technique called draping, and I placed the blush a lot higher on my cheek to give it a lifted effect, and I actually took it up through my temples and a little bit onto my forehead. We'll see how that works with a cream. I think I'm going to use a damp sponge for this to blend it in. So I'm going to go higher on my cheeks. I'm kind of going to take it like this. I know it looks weird, but trust the process. Oh, my lighting is going. In the summertime in Vegas, we have a lot of afternoon thunderstorms. So I think one is rolling through. Pretty. I don't know how it's looking on camera, but yeah, and the sun is going in and out now. god, I just got blush in my hair. Oops. Okay. That's never happened before. That's because I don't normally put my blush up in this area. I'm gonna put a little bit through here as well, so I can look a little sun-kissed. I know I could have used the brush side on the back. I don't like this. This does not, I don't know. I just don't like it. Okay, before I do lips, I want to try out this Patrick Ta Major Brow Lamination Gel. Just like all Patrick Ta packaging, it is very luxe, very pretty. And I'm going to get close to my mirror. All right, let's see. He said to brush it up like so. I do like the applicator on this. It's a good size. And it does seem to easily be lifting up my brows, but will it lock them into place? That's the question. Can you see the difference between the two brows? I definitely can. This really fluffed them up. It did a really nice job. I still don't know if I like it or if I will ultimately prefer it to my Ulta Brow Tint, because what I like about that one is that I can use that on its own. I don't absolutely need to use a pencil. I get color and volume from that product, and then sometimes I go back in with a pencil and fill in sparse areas. As I'm sitting here applying this, I'm thinking that when I run out of this, I will just keep this applicator and use this with my Got To Be brow gel, which is what I've been recommending for several months now. Prior to me finding the Ulta Brow Tint and falling in love with that, I was telling my viewers to use the Got To Be hair gel because it holds the brows so well. It holds them in place like nothing else. But applying it was a little bit tricky. I personally would take just a little dot of the brow gel, apply it to my brows, and then take a disposable mascara wand and brush it through my brows. But this, I'm certain, would work a whole lot better. My first impression of this product is that it's good. I'm just not so sure it's worth the money for what it does. I think that there are still more cost-effective ways to achieve this look. All right, before I move on to lips, I do want to try one of these highlighters I was sent from this brand Estate. I have never heard of this brand before. I don't even know how they got my address to send me PR, but they did. And it says that these are lightweight highlighters that melt into your skin for a seamless cosmic blend. Available in 3 unique interstellar shades, these highlighters will make you feel like a radiant supernova this summer. I think I'm gonna go for this peachy one called Lunar. I'm gonna swatch it first. Ooh. The texture of this is not what I was expecting. I thought it was going to be a powder, but it's like a bouncy, creamy consistency. It almost has like a cooling feel to it. Let's see. Look at that. Okay, I have a feeling I need to be very, very light-handed with this. Oh, oops. Wow. Oh my goodness. Where's my phone? I need to find out how much these are. You guys, these are $12. I can't stop staring at this highlight. I'm in love. It's not even emphasizing the texture on my face. All right, it's time for lips. As I mentioned, I purchased this Buxom Powerline Plumping Lip Liner in Hush Hush Henna. Hopefully it's not too pink. It looks like this. It has an angled tip. And then on the other side, it has a brush. Am I the only one that when I read that something is supposed to be plumping, I pretty much assume it's not going to be plumping? Because I have yet to try anything, besides maybe the original Too Faced lip injection, that actually makes my lips look truly fuller. So when I saw the word plumping on this product, it didn't even faze me. I didn't buy it for the plumping ability or thinking that it would have plumping ability. I bought it because it looked like a nice new lip liner. And it glided on nicely, and I do like this brush. So here are the shades of the new Vice lipstick from Urban Decay that I was sent. These are now called High Impact Vegan lipsticks. I am going to use the shade Back Talk. This new packaging is really, really beautiful. Ooh, and look at that purple color. That's really pretty too. Wow, this is a lot more blue-based than I thought it would be. It's very sort of like a pinky purple. It matches the lip liner. I just don't know if I like it on me. I'm going to touch up the lip liner a little bit because I ended up taking most of it off. And so this is DTLA, or Downtown LA. And this is a shine formula. There we go, that's better. This is definitely more the look I was going for. So I think this is a very pretty combo. I like this look, but I do want to try one of these Mineralist lip gloss balms from Bare Minerals, and I don't think I need that on top of this. I think this is very glossy on its own, so I am going to blot once again. And I'm going to apply the shade Vision. So this is the packaging of the lip gloss balm. It has a little bit of a fruity smell to it that I'm not sure I really like. But I do like the feel. And I do like the shine. So let me know in the comments which lip was your favorite. Did you like Back Talk or DTLA or the Vision Gloss? Okay, here's the finished look in natural light. As you can see, the foundation is a little bit dark, so I do need to either self-tan or get a lighter shade. I honestly cannot get over how good my complexion looks. I rarely get this excited about an entire look, and I am so happy with everything. Granted, these are all first impressions. I am going to try and wear this foundation again tomorrow because, as I said at the beginning of this video, I couldn't start filming until 3:30 in the afternoon, and I normally go to bed around 10 o'clock and I take my makeup off around 8 or 9. So I can't get a real wear test on this foundation today, but I will try to, well, I will wear it again tomorrow and then either put a caption on the screen with a little update about how it held up, or I will record some footage on my phone and pop it into this video when I'm editing. Now, as far as the rest of the hot new products go, I think it was pretty obvious how impressed I was with these highlighters. Like, what is this? This is so pretty. This is one of the prettiest highlighters I've ever tried. And to find out that it's $12, double score. in my opinion. The Anastasia Blush. Aside from me personally not liking the little dense brush on the end, I do like the color of this Peachy Keen blush. It worked with the foundation beautifully. It blended out pretty seamlessly and easily. I definitely am going to check out the other shades in this cream blush. Now, the cream bronzer. Beautiful packaging. I like the color. I like this product. I don't love it. I do prefer the NARS Laguna cream bronzer, but that was limited edition. I'm thinking that maybe I need to try this in a darker color because I just feel like it didn't do much. If I were wearing a foundation that were more my natural or actual skin color, then maybe this one would have worked. So I'm going to keep playing around with this, and as you know, I do try to update you on these products in my monthly favorites and fails video. That's usually where I give updates on the products I've tried during the month. The Urban Decay Naked 3 Mini Eyeshadow Palette. I love this so far. This is going to be my go-to cool toned eyeshadow palette. Moving on to the Patrick Ta Brow Lamination Gel. It's okay. It's fine. The best part about it is, is the applicator that, as I said earlier, would be great to use with just, I think, any brow gel. It is a very unique applicator, but I just don't see it. I could already tell that my brows have shifted since I applied it. And I don't know. I have the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Fix. I have this Air Brow from Kosas. I've got a ton of brow products. And to me, this is just like those. They're okay. You know, honestly, I don't think it looks any different or better than just my good old Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel. But I will try it a few more times before I give my final verdict on it. As far as the lip products go, this pencil is nice. We discussed the plumping thing while I was applying the pencil. I don't believe it has any real plumping capabilities. I do believe that anytime you line your lips or overline your lips, you are going to have a fuller looking pout. That's just what lip liner does. Well, it can be used just to keep your lipstick from migrating into fine lines around the mouth, but most of the time we use lip liner for fullness to create the illusion of a fuller lip. So this does do that indeed. I think the color is very pretty if you like rosy tones. All of the lip products I tried, I really like. I am loving the feel of this gloss. I've had it on for a little while now, and it just feels so hydrating, and I really, really like this combo. Then again, the first two lipsticks I tried, these Urban Decay Vice lipsticks, they did stain my lips a little bit. Even though I blotted, I did feel like they left a little bit of a stain. So I don't know if I just used this lip liner and this gloss alone, if I would get the same look or not, but I think it would be pretty close. All right, that brings us to the end of another testing hot new makeup releases video. I really hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you did, I really appreciate you giving it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. I do try to upload new videos at least twice per week. You can also find more content from me on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok under the same username, Risa Does Makeup. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to leave them for me in the comments. I do try to answer as many as I can. So thank you all so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in my next video.